Every day you edge closer to becoming a supervillain.
Hello and welcome to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Part 6. I hope everyone is going super duper well. I'm excited to get back in there and drain some more blood. The music's kind of in vibe with it today, like just a little tiny bit. But shh, we'll silence you there. And hello Sleepy, how are you going? And Barry and Corvus as well. And you've been watching the UFC today. Did the person you were voting for win? Did they win? Like not voting for, you're rooting for, I guess. Did they win the fight or did they lose? Do you bet on them at all, Sleepy? Like, do you place bets on who's going to win? So, whilst we're here, I meant to like do a bunch of stuff before the start of the stream in the game, but I was playing Cult of the Lamb instead, so, oops. You found the shredded body. Oh, hang on. So we've actually got a heap in Santa Monica still. So downtown, was there anything we actually could go? Ooh, do you know what? Since we're here, where's the bounty hunter guy? Because apparently I can use his computer. Is this... No, that's a smoke shop. We don't want to go to the smoke shop. Because I was just like thinking, like, whilst I'm here, I might as well... Oh, apartment, yeah? The guy who says, let's get ready to rumble is named Michael Buffer. His brother is named Bruce Buffer. And Bruce is the announcer of UFC who says, we are live and it's time. That is fun. So, like, the two brothers went into announcing. How do you go into it? Like, that's great. I love that, it's a family of announcers. Excuse me. It's a very nice night out. You are right. It's quite lovely. Is the bounty hunter down guy this way? Because I just need to find that bounty hunter. I don't, but the guy I was, you don't bet, but the guy I was rooting for lost. Ah, that's a shame that he lost. Yeah, I don't know if I could bet on fights, because I just feel be really annoyed if I lost. That's the thing. I'd just be really annoyed if I lost the bet. Type A to F? I should look at my journal. And figure out what I actually want to look at here. Blah, 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 blah. I think it's the license, isn't it? It was the license I had in my inventory. So this is a driver's license. Virgil Crum. Okay. So Virgil Crum. Okay, it's Esther's. I just had to do the alphabet in my head to figure out where that would be. Oh no, because they're going by... Never mind. Crumb, there he is. Okay, they're going... Not by last names. I mean first names. Virgil Crumb. Bond written 3rd of the 25th, 02. 2 counts public disturbance, drunk and nudity. Case 766141. Bond amount 5,000. Type of bond cash. Paid in full. Notes: local void. Subject's corpse identified. Being held at medical clinic morgue. Authorities notifying next to kin. Okay. And hello, Knife Crazy. How are you going? I hope you're going well. We're trying to follow up on one of the side missions. So, the body is in the morgue. You've discovered that Virgil Crumb, the man identifying the license Knox gave you, is dead and being kept in the medical center morgue. Perhaps you can find further clues there. Yes. Alright.
Oh, you must really
just confused as to what on earth I had failed then. And Strawber, hello, how are you going. Thank you so much for the resub of 21 months. That's, oh my god. 21 months, that's absolutely crazy. I say that like every time because every time it goes higher, so therefore every time it gets crazier and crazier. But thank you for that. Obviously enjoy all the emotes, the soundboard, the sub chat, and all the other fun things that go with it. And the no ads, the most important thing, the no ads at all. But thank you so much, Droba. Gotta be crazy to resub here. Crazy to resub to the insanity that is here. And, so, if we're going to the morgue, was there anything else Jeanette threw the ocean house pendant that we failed these? You have trapped the spirit of the doomed woman in the ocean house with the murderous ghost of her husband for all eternity by letting Jeanette have the pendant. Now it allegedly rests at the bottom of the ocean somewhere never to be found. Well, that's good. Isn't that a great quest that we failed, everyone? The scene blurs because the murder, the bum witnessed the killing and told you the killer grew claws and ripped the victim apart while saying something about revenge. Okay, and that's for Carnival of Death. You know what, let's go to the hospital morgue. I can't remember if there was anything else there. Oh no, it was mission failure. Yes, we failed that by giving Jeanette the necklace. So, you know, oops, that lady's damned for all eternity. Oopsies, that's on us. Let's just never go back to the haunted house again. I actually had a nightmare the other night about people trapped in a haunted house. So that's quite fitting. Maybe my subconscious was like reminding me that I'd done this in game. Like, oh, by the way, Talos, this horrifying thing you did. I know, right? I'm like, oh, that lady didn't really do anything to deserve. You know what? It's fine. Also, question, her kids were killed there, right? So, like, is she trapped for all eternity with her murderous husband and her 2 children? Like, or is she just trapped for all eternity with her murderous husband? Because I feel like that's just so much extra effort if the children are also there. Because there's the hospital. I don't know how I missed that. Because, like, the children ghosts would be running around being all annoying for eternity. Like, you'd be like, oh my god, I can never just get a break. My husband's constantly trying to murder me, and then these children are constantly like, I'm bored. And you want a bad joke, Sleepy. I find it so funny when you redeem one of these. We are getting towards the end. What's brown and sticky? A stick. Yay or nay if you find that one funny. Burn it. That's a nay from Corvus there. Who never knows, the subconscious is twisty. Subconscious is very, very twisty. Sounds fun. It wasn't fun for the people in the dream. Actually, I don't appear in my dreams. I just have dreams of other people. So, you know, the people who were being haunted weren't having fun. Oh, I failed that. I don't know why I tried to do that anyway. This is not the morgue. You know what? I should read signs. I just assumed basement dead people. Wait, isn't... Oh, that guy's creepy. If I was I could so easily just look at something for instructions. I don't know why I'm making this harder on myself, but I am. Oh, I want to get in there. That's the laundry. Wait, is that a hole in the wall? Oh. Oh my god. It is! What is this? This is really shoddy. This is a very shoddy way to keep your hospital. I redeemed to get close to the burning. You only redeem it to get closer to the burning. Soon the burning. Okay, I think I actually did stumble into the morgue. Amazing! Look at that! Look at that! See, this is what stumbling around, poking stuff does. Sometimes it takes you to a really ugly, decomposing corpse. But that's fine. Can I touch you? No? What? There we go. Now we're lockpicking. That was quite amusing. A silver ring. Oh, right, well, we'll take that. Oh, Foxy Boxy's key. It's just a key, there's not much to say about it. That's fine, we can go into Foxy Boxy's. Can I open up anything here? Oh, can I get in there? Can I take this? No, I can't. I can't do that at all. Let's check our quest. You have found a keycard to something called Foxy Boxes in the morgue while looking for anything belonging to Virgil Crom. The man on the license Knox gave you. This should hopefully help you to locate Knox's Asian vampire. Fantastic! And I think we didn't see the kids' ghosts. That means they got passed on and not be ghosts. I assume the kids are not trapped as ghosts since they are never mentioned. They just suffered in agony and died. Ah! So, I'm assuming that they have, like, ghost lore in this universe? Do they have ghost lore? Have they gone into ghosts? Or is it like they just deal mainly with, like, vampires and werewolves and warlocks, and they're kind of like, yeah, ghosts are there, but we don't really go into the lore of them because they're not as cool. Nobody grows up as a kid being like, I'm team ghost. Like, does anyone do that? Well, like, there must be someone out there who, like, there must be a group of people who growing up, when they'll ask, what supernatural creature do you like? They're like, I like ghosts. They're neato. I want to be a ghost. A password is, no, I'll just hack it. But, like, who? A cadaver's menu, a bobo. Is that an...
Sanitary runoff congealing at the door.
Subject died from heart failure. Personal items in storage B. Okay. And hello, Former. How are you going? I hope you're going well. Last time I saw Talos in a morgue, things got a little trippy. Oh my god, I remember. That was such a fun game. There's Ghost Lore. Wraith is an entire line of games in the same world of darkness and vampires takes place in. Oh, really? So they've got like an entire... That is cool. So they've got the Wraiths and everything. So how do you get made a ghost then, Eye of Crazy? How do you get made into a ghost? Wraith the Oblivion. It's a trippy as fuck and somehow far more angsty than vampire. Really? Interesting. How you're... I'm going well, Former. We're in a corpse body shop. A morgue is what it's called. It's not like a body shop, like a car shop. They're not... It's not a shop, Talos. It's a morgue. Anyway, we're here, so I'm going fantastic. And hello, Ozzy, how are you? What do you and a vampire have in common? What do we have in common, Ozzy? What do we have in common? Let me know. I feel like this is a fun startup for a joke. Severely beaten to death. Something about the way this one looked made me want to lock it in the freezer. Jane Doe. Jam Doe. Ooh, look, it's a jam dough. That sounds like a murder-themed, like, bakery's donut thing. Like, ooh, this is the jam dough donut. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Like a bakery that's like a crime bakery, and so everything is, like, named after crimes and things. Corpse body shop. How do you become a ghost? Die really horribly or any kind of death if you have strong enough unfinished business trying to you the living world. Okay, so it's the unfinished business tying you to the living world that's the important thing. So what we're saying is that the children just didn't have anything important to do except die. Enough to make us know the difference. What do you and a vampire have in common? Enough to make us not know the difference. Okay, I don't go outside. Or when I have told you all I go outside, I tell you I go out at night. My blinds are constantly drawn down. Okay. And I do talk about dead bodies a lot. I'm starting to see what you mean, Ozzy. Contained only 1 pint of blood, foul play suspected. Cool. So, alright, so it's the classic... I can't open anything else, can I? Oh, no, I can. How many of these can I open? Can I open you? Only the top layer? You know, I'll leave it. I'll stop being a bother. But go this way then. So we want to go to Foxy Boxing now. I do like. I think like. I guess the problem with ghosts. Like, they make, like, fun one-shot things, like horror films and stuff like that. Or, like I don't... Like, I'm actually very curious, because, like, you were saying there, like... Is that game you mentioned, Wraith the... Is that's a game? Is it Wraith, or is that, like, a... Like, is that a tabletop game, or is it, like, a video game, or is it a book type thing? I'm just curious, because I'm like, if it's a game... a TTRPG. Alright, so it is a tabletop, right. See, I'm so interested now. Okay, I'm really interested in that because I'm like, how do you make... Because I assume you are a ghost in it, yeah? Like, you're the Wraith, or are you hunting Wraiths? Because I'm, like, trying to think. I was like, it would be difficult, I feel, to make something around you being a ghost because there's so many limitations to being a ghost. Like the whole, you know, not being able to interact with things. And like, can people see you? Do you have to spend points to be seen? How do you do it? Oh, hello. No, sparkly note. We are moving. Seymour's Coffee Shop will be moving to a new location on the main boulevard of Hollywood. Dear customers, please visit us there soon. I don't even remember you here. I don't even think I went into you here. So, sure, when I get to Hollywood, I'll visit you there. Pen and paper like vampire, werewolf, mage, changing, mummy, hunter. Oh, okay. So you're not the ghost. Interesting. Okay. So, Foxy Boxers. Hello. We can guess what kind of boxing goes on in here. I'm not great anymore. Facebook recommended me gardening video and it was terrible. They did every single one thing not only wrong, but also ugly. And it made me sad. Oh, that is hilarious. Like just every, like, were they like pulling out the flowers instead of the weeds? And they're like, and you can see these plants here. These are really great plants. And they're like actually like just the needles and everything like that. It's like, no, that's not a good plant. Reports.
You're in for it now.
10/12/04. Report 1. My initial observations of the city indicate that the Canites here are both scattered and unorganized. There are 3 individuals of note, but they seem to be involved in some sort of dispute. I shall continue watch and listen. Oh, okay. It's not gonna like just make that easy for me? That's fine. 18/04. Ghosts can be members of different factions and learn different powers. One of the powers allows you temporarily manifest and be visible in the living realm. Okay, so that I was thinking that might be something they did. Is like you have to use a power to like manifest. You're not just okay. Interesting. These Canites are a curious and fragile race. They waste the gift of their immortality on pity, scheming, and fleshly gain. We will have little problem making this city our own. Why am I having issues seeing the screen today?
Doing that.
I am actually like super duper tired tonight. So maybe my eyes are just deciding that they don't want to exist anymore. That's always nice. Hang on. Report 03. It seems that my presence here has been noted by one of the Canites, a Nosferatu, I believe they are called. He has entrusted the responsibility of my surveillance to a bumbling mortal fool. I have begun to follow this so-called spy, a small amusing respite from my usual duties. Ah, so we found the... This is the vampire guy thing. Let's see if this actually helps me. Report 04. I have drawn the attention of a newcomer, an agent of the prince, who has discovered the corpse of Virgil Crumb. Wow, they wrote this note really fast. This was a very fast note. I know very little about this individual, but they seem much more resourceful than most Canaanites. I have observed I will prepare myself in the event that our paths cross, because an altercation seems imminent. If I do not survive, let my last report state that Santa Monica is ripe for the taking. We'll find little resistance if we come to force.
Just wanted to leave it here, have to go back to lurk, sainting up my new PC smiley face.
Well, thank you so much, Level Up. And how are you going? I hope you're going well. Thank you so much for the resub as well. 6 months. That is fantastic. 6 months. That's awesome. But enjoy all the lovely, you know, emotes, no ads, the sound bites and all that jazz. But thank you so much. And thank you for the lurk as well. And you're setting up the new PC. I hope that goes well. I hate setting up new PCs. It is absolutely so painful. So I do hope your setup goes nice and smooth. Because God, when things go wrong, mine was like, when I set mine up, for like several days after, it had like just weird issues. Though, hopefully Level Up, you don't have gremlin energy like I do. But thank you again. And hello, Lukai, how are you going? Here for my Jeff Box. You're here for your Jeff Box, Lukai. Fantastic. Just want to store them up. Just store up the Jeff Box and be like a Jeff Dragon sitting on a Jeff Horde. Facebook is made of lies like that. Best avoided. I agree with you, Knife Crazy. I avoid Facebook. I don't even have a Facebook, so I have no reason to go onto the site. The only reason I want to is because apparently the good VR headset you need to have Facebook for, and I want to play the Sisters of Battle Warhammer game. So I want to get a VR headset, but then I'm like, I would need to get a Facebook, and I don't want to be on the Book of Faces. The Book of Faces sounds way cooler than it actually is. There are very, very few just faces there. on Facebook when I have seen it. Like, it's all people with the rest of their body attached to that face, you know? And I'm like, no, I want the book just of faces, just flayed faces. I played my first TTS game of Grimdark Future yesterday. Not only I won, I also had a ton of fun during the game, even when I wasn't winning yet. 10 out of 10. Game not like that pesky Warhammer where I was miserable the whole time. Well, I'm happy that you had fun playing this one instead there, Former. Then... And now you know that, what the in-game date is. That's true, actually. You're right, Knife Crazy. Now we know the in-game date. It is the 10th of the 20th... Sorry, it's the 23rd of the 10th. It's the 10th of the 23rd, guy. I know how month work. I'm so not used to, like, the day coming after the month, because in Australia we go day, month, year, not month, day, year. Like, why do you guys do that? Americans, why do you do this? 2004. It's almost Halloween then, right? Isn't Halloween like... Is Halloween the 31st of October? I always have to check. Like, the thing is, like, I really like Halloween. You guys know this, because, like, for October, like, the entire month of October, I have this room decorated all spooky and stuff. I say spooky. Me with, like, my plush bat and, like, my plushy tombstones and things. Hi! Are you cracking your knuckles? Oh, geez Louise, look at him. He's a bit... Oh my god, he has a katana! I want a katana. Hang on, I need to get my vision of death on. Where are you? Come back. I need to cheese you. Sir, come here. Come here. I have dairy for you. I have dairy for you. Is that a crossbow? What the... No. Where are you? Come back. Why didn't I save? Ha! Ha 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 ha! Cheesy, cheesy cheese. Ha 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 ha. Is that mine now? What did I get? Did I get your katana? No, I got a crossbow though. Well, that's neat, isn't it? Pyro crossbow! Oh my gosh! Not having a civil conversation with somebody is well worth it. Look at that loot we've got. Isn't that grand? Who's putting the date backwards? And hello, Shadow Creeper. How are you going? I hope you're going well. The Americans are. It's the damn Americans again. They're coming in and they're looking at the date and they're putting it all in a willy wonky way. And they're like, look at this date. It makes logical sense to no one. To no one. You go small to big. You don't go like medium, then small, then big. That doesn't make sense. Go small, medium, big. That's how you should put it. I already get too much grimdark in real life, so pass. Not a big grimdark fan. Knife Crazy. So all those Warhammer things like that, you're just like, no, not gonna talk. I know a lot of people are like, no, I don't want to have that depressing stuff. Jesus Christ. Warhammer just gets depressing so bad at times, like so much at times. It's cool. I love it. But there are times that you're like, well, I'm reading a Battle book, actually, a Battle Sisters book. And it's gotten to like I've got like an hour left on the audio thing, and it's gotten to this point, and I was like, oh no, everything is going to go horrible for these characters I've grown attached to, and I'm like, I feel so bad for you guys. But yes, the world is kind of a horrible place that's burning us all alive. So, you know, I can understand not wanting to like, you know, it's like, oh hey, so the world we live in is falling apart and everything is awful. I would like to relax from that. Let me get this book where everything is actually worse than reality. That will make me feel better. Like, I kind of see the logic, because it could be worse. You could have space elves coming to take you and make you into a living sofa to sit on. That would be objectively worse than some of the things that are happening right now. So I can understand that. You're making food. And what kind of food are you making, Shadow? So no ordering food tonight, you're making the food. What are you making? Do Americans have a minute, second, hour format? Imagine if they did, Former. What would you, like, that would be so annoying. Please tell me, Americans, you don't do that. You don't go like minute, second, hour. Oh my god. Maybe if Grimdark wasn't the new normal here in the dumbest timeline, it would be more fun to me. I've always learned that people are like, we are living in the dumbest timeline. No, I totally get it. You destroyed the Asian vampire, Nox will be relieved when you tell him. Oh yeah, Nox. I guess Nox is probably at the asylum, isn't he? What's the haps, bro? God, you two are very emo-y, aren't you?
Nice night out, huh?
Like, I know that look at them. Just...
What's the haps, bro?
What's the haps, bro? You're not even talking to anybody. Okay, this is getting a bit children of the corny over here. They're all just sort of turning up. Asylum's right here. I was about to walk away from it. Escapism is cringe. Escapism is cringe, Drover. You're like, no, we should all just face what everything sucks. Escape into exactly the same level of the sucking. I mean, I guess technically that's what I do when I play Overwatch. I just escape from reality. I'm like, now I'm just playing. Actually, you know what? When I'm having really bad games, then I just get upset. Probably shouldn't use a first-person shooter to relax, but bad joke, Sleepy. Yay or nay, everybody, if you find this joke funny. Oh my god, look at her backpack. Just 1 second, hang on. Sorry, I've been caught off guard by this lovely... Don't turn around. Look at it. Look at that backpack.
I'm with somebody.
I'm not even looking at you. Like, your face.
Not interested.
What's orange and looks like an orange?
Not interested.
An orange. Yay or nay if you find that one funny. What's orange and looks like an orange? An orange. That was probably one of the worst ones. You're being honest, the food I'm making is some random thing off TikTok. Chicken, mince, spinach, carrot, protein, garlic powder, and all-purpose seasoning. It's like $10 for total ingredients if you buy a singular carrot.
What?
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. So just some nice, cheap, easy-looking thing you saw off TikTok. Interesting. I know a lot of people who like just use TikTok for inspiration and stuff. That's full of drugs. I guess so. Fully expected it. Yep, no subversion, lame. I know, right? There's just no subversion. Where do you... Oh, do you think he's upstairs? Old mate, he must be upstairs or something. Yes, there he is. Yo, buddy. And bad joke former. Okay, let's try again. You're scared of oranges? Ah, yes. Well, because your oranges are apparently crotch locked and just aim for that area, so I can understand your fear there, Sleepy. So former. Why did the fly fall off the wall? Because it had a piano tied to its leg. Okay, that's one. That's one. So, like, how are you doing on the walking thing? The Life Eater has enjoyed his last meal, and you should make this disappear. Oh, that's right. It's really loud in the club, isn't it?
Yes! The thing was hounding me like every night. Look, still haven't heard anything from Bertram. Sorry, okay? Still let him know, but now I have no way to repay you.
Well, I already talked to Bertram. The Life Eater was a thing of death and shadows.
Bertram said it's like a vampire.
Can you tell me where I buy a boomstick little ghoulie? Don't take any brass and knuckles, a little golden ghoul. I didn't mean to actually skip that then. That's fine. And it's good you'll share the video. Fair enough. See if anyone else wants to make the thing from TikTok. I don't know what it's called, so I'm referring to it as The Thing. I like that. I hope that's the meal title. It's called The Thing. Wouldn't that be amazing? So, like, if you're... Like, imagine, you're invited over to somebody's house for dinner, and you're like, oh, what are we having for dinner? And they're just like, we're having The Thing. And you're like, what's The Thing? And they're like, it's The Thing. You'll have to wait and see. Like, do you stick around and wait for The Thing? Or do you just jetson and go, you know what? I'm not waiting for The Thing. Ah, right. The Thin Bloods was... I think someone said that the bounty... Is this correct? The bounty hunter guy, he can help me with the thin blood problem? It got a chuckle from you, Barry, and it got a yay from Formos. That one's a bit more of a winner. Better than the orange. That dude has epic jawline. That guy has the biggest jaw. Like, he is just like... He's like, Johnny Bravo with the giant jaw. John Cena. Ah, John Cena, yes. Why is John with the jaws a thing? What if I am The Thing they're serving you? Well, that you should be more concerned for, because if you are The Thing, and they're saying they're serving The Thing for dinner, then you're going to be, you know, it'll be like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and suddenly you'll be being eaten. The bail bond you have found should be one you want, I think. Okay, so it is the bail-bound dude that I want to talk to, where he lives on the other side of town, so through the walls again. Wait, was it the other side of town, or was he down... Oh my god, why do I never remember maps? I'm so bad at navigation. Are you... Wait, maybe I'm not. No, I'm not! Hooray! Look at that! Look at that! That's twice now. I'm like, oh, I'm heading in the wrong direction, and I'm just going in the completely right direction. You reckon,
Hey,
like,
sugar.
talk to him on the
Great
computer.
To see you again.
Tell me you're hunting Tails Keymaster.
Bail bonding? What do you want to know?
Do you alone hold freedom keys? Freedom's keys.
Yep, sure do. I'm a third-generation bondsman. Got a few employees, but I handle most every aspect of the business.
You seem alone here, or large wasted warrior.
I gotta have a few other bondsmen to keep the place open 24 hours, plus a bounty hunter. I
Read
pull
the bond and check the
graveyard
computer
shifts,
from
that's
memory.
when all
Ah,
the
yes, of
crazy shit
course.
happens in Santa Monica.
I am no longer here.
You mean Santa Monica? You sure got a strange...
I am no longer
Hell
here, man.
yeah, I ain't complaining. I'm in a good position.
Let me go, sir. Let me go. This is the receipt for the bail bond. Ah, Rolf Toten. Yes, there we go. There we go. Okay. We got there in the end, everybody. N2R. Rolf. No, Toten. It's a T. I did it again. We were just here before, and I just had... Yeah, it's S to Z. I was in here as well before. Okay. Rolf Tolton. Bond amount 15,000. Type of bond, collateral, car, red, lightning bird 77. Notes. Go back to Germany, power. We don't take the euro in these parts. Okay, so mild racism happening there. Why do I keep doing that today? Oh, I see. Okay. You have found a reference to Rolf Toten in Arthur's crime pewter. His car is a red Lightning Bird 77. License plate reads Guy Coney. Perhaps you should find this car. Okay, so we're looking for a car. Only mild. We don't take kindly to the Germans around here. Like to the Euro trash. Alright, so we're looking for a red car. Have I seen a red car anywhere? I'm honestly trying to remember. I feel like a red car. I guess we could go to the, Oh, God. No, that's not what they're called. My head is saying... Go to the inside temporary pens for automobiles. Car park. Car park is what I was trying to say. Thank you, brain. Thank you. And we just used up some blood, so we're going to need some more. Great. That's it. I think I used all my brain power up because I couldn't remember what a car park was called. Fantastic. I know. And hello, Ronan. How are you going? I hope you're going well. Quick save. I'm going to see if I can drink the cop. Ah! That! No, I didn't mean to do that! What? Do they not replenish blood over time? Like, I haven't drunken from this cop for ages. Cops need better... Oh, and he just finished taking a leak. Car park. Thank you, Barry. Car park is the word. But Albion Online is on... Albion Online! Okay! So, I have heard... Like, I saw ads for Albion Online, and you reckon it's worth getting into, Ronan? Like, what did you find fun about it? Are you upset because I'm... Come back. Ah! There you go, making strange noises at the woman worked. I've started doing that a lot more lately. Why was she fleeing? I don't understand why she was fleeing. My humanity's still pretty... You know, I'm just gonna take the Masquerade fail. That's fine. Did I fail the Masquerade just then? Is it like one of the most premium MMOs? In that most premium days can be brought in with in-game currency. Okay. Interesting. She was fleeing because she saw you eating someone. No, earlier? Okay, so I'd lost that earlier. Okay, so really, honestly, that was probably the best case scenario than what we did. Alright, so, to the car park, everybody. To the car park. A temporary inside pens for automobiles. as my brain likes to say. There you are, you're red. Are you the car I want? The hell is that sound? No, I guess you're not, because I can't see your license plate. Other red cars, are you... There! Blocked, no. There we go. Alright, found Lily's journal. Lily's journal, hey? This is it. Diary. Is this... It is... Okay, yeah. This seems to be a woman's diary. 30th of the 4th, 03. I met a guy today at the asylum. He's so beautiful. Oh my god. His name is Rolf, and he is from Germany. European men are just so classy compared to boring California boys. He asked to see me tomorrow night. I wonder if he's rich. He looks rich. I'm going to go shopping tomorrow and pick up something that won't make me look like a big fat pig. Can't wait to see him. 21st of the 5th, 03. I think it's getting serious with Rolf. He told me he wanted to give me something very special next week. And if it's what I think it is, it's about damn time. I thought Europeans were supposed to be less uptight about this sort of thing. How many days is this? Like a month. Okay. 6th of the 6th, 03. I woke up at 9 p.m. today. That would be strange in itself, except I don't remember going to sleep last night. In fact, I don't remember anything since last Saturday night when Rolf was over. 10th of the 603. I woke up late again. I haven't eaten anything in 4 days. I don't know what's wrong with me. 11th of the 603. Ralph came over last night. He said the reason I hadn't eaten anything was because I needed blood. He said it was all I could eat now, that I wouldn't feel hungry anymore if I drank some. He had a bag of it from the local blood bank. I tried to refuse, but I couldn't. What's happening to me? 26th of the 7th, 03. Ralph said he's going to have to leave soon. He said people are trying to force him out of the country. He didn't say anything about taking me with him. 22nd of the 8th, 03. I had to bail Ralph out of jail today. He was arrested because his visa expired. He looked frightened. I'm afraid he's going to leave. 3rd of the 7th of the 12th, 03. I haven't seen or heard from Ralph since the night I bailed him out. I don't know what to do. I thought he cared about me. Why did he do this to me? ... question mark. 15th of the 4th, 04. I talked with this guy I met in the Surfside until 5 this morning. When I told him I had to go, I felt like Cinderella. He seemed like a prince. 16th of the 4th, 04. I met that guy from the Surfside again. He has no idea what I am. 24th of the 4th, 04. I brought E, the guy from the Surfside, back to my apartment last night. He said he's going back to Australia in a few days, now that the tournament's coming to an end. I don't want him to leave. I've never felt this way about someone before, not even Ralph. 25th of the 4th, 04. E kissed me last night, and I couldn't stop myself from biting his neck. But I drank too much, and I gave him my blood to save him. When I explained it all to him, he said he never wanted to see me again. What have I done? 8th of the 5th, 04. I haven't been able to feed since that night with E. I'm afraid of what will happen. I remember Wolf brought blood from the blood bank. Maybe if I can sneak in, I can grab a few bags and get out before anyone catches me. Interesting. She saw you bring being a vampire right off the sidewalk. I mean, like, she probably shouldn't have fled into the alley. Like, if you see somebody eating somebody, like, okay, so just as a pro tip to everyone, if you yourself spot what you believe to be a vampire draining somebody of blood near an alleyway, yes, the correct response is to flee, but the incorrect response is to flee down that alleyway where the vampire can now get you. That was where she made the big mistake. Giving you Driver vibes? Driver, like film? Hello, Masquerade Strike. Very special. Very special. So, I thought I already had the Masquerade Strike, because then I do something very foolish. I don't know why I've headed this way without looting my journal. Okay. So, she tried to break into the local blood bank. I'm guessing that I can just click on that door and it will open. Okay. Rolf is the worst, sire. Somehow even worse than yours. See, like, mine just got his, like, again, Ralph just, like, and now Ralph is dead, right? Like, can I just point out, if I was Ralph, I also would be very terrified if somebody, like, arrested me. Well, like, because they don't know that I shouldn't be touching sunlight. So, you know, what if they're like, oh, it's prison yard time.
Mitch would say no to that. Yes.
Sorry, I was going to go on some ramble about the guard shoving them out into the outside, but this guy's being really weird.
It's a mesmerizing liquid, isn't it? The color, the bouquet, the form. When I was a kid, I used to wait for the snap of the rat trap. It would trickle out of the animal's face and ooze just far enough to coagulate around the cheese. A poetic death.
This guy has serial killer vibes, doesn't he? Like, just a lot. We probably got a Masquerade redemption to cancel it out. Wait, you can get redemptions? Explain this, Barry. I thought that when I got Masquerade strikes, that was like it. Like they permanently stayed there and I couldn't do anything and I just was screwing myself over slowly. I can undo them? How do I undo them? This is a mechanic I should probably know about more since this is the 6th stream of this. Explain. Explain how make good. I've never seen a playthrough with a strike. This will be interesting. You've never seen a playthrough with a strike? Do most people just, like, what's... I did it once, just end up having some hunters attack you in the street. Look, he's a fellow Jeff. He does seem like a fellow Jeff, you're right. And hello, Mr. Vinland, how are you going? I hope you're going well. You are very correct, Mr. Vinland, about taking that, the visions of death. That has been saving my ass. We went back to the sewers. If you remember, Mr. Vinland, the sewer Nosferatu guy, like, he destroyed us. We went back with the visions of death, and it was basically just playtime. It was over before it began. It was amazing. So thank you for that tip. Quests where you help to maintain the Masquerade give a redemption. Okay. Interesting. Alright, I'll keep the strike. Rolf isn't dead, he's just ditched in a new child and left town. Your sire is dead before he could teach you a single thing. I thought that was Rolf in the morgue. No, it's not. Okay, I'm getting confused with all the people, like the names that led to names that led to names. Ignore me. I'm paying attention. I'm fully present and not tired at all. I'm well, thank you. And how are you? I'm going great. I'm going great. We're talking to this creepy serial killer man right now, so that's a lot of fun. He's very intense. Didn't teach Lee anything over the course of months. Why wouldn't Rolf teach her anything? Like, that seems horrible. Also, why didn't Lily push harder to learn? When completed, we'll provide Masquerade redemptions. I need to do that then. Just give me blood. I need to enter this bloody fortress. Number 2. Abonia's great mix of WoW and RuneScape with a dash of Diablo. Oh, that's an interesting description of it. That makes it sound really cool. Let me in. I'll do the same for you, my luscious little ghoulie.
I don't do dead chicks.
Oh, what? Well, I put some stuff into seduction and that didn't work well.
Now serving number 75.
Questionable judgment.
75. Fists? Fists for the next thing? I can use fists for the next fight. Let me in, I'll do the same for you. So he won't sleep. Okay. So. Employee of the month. I like the idea that, like, that he just keeps making himself be employee of the month. Can I? So do I need to get my seduction higher to, like, woo him open? Most streamers save scum the heck out of this game. They reload as soon as they get a Masquerade violation. You're the first person to provide video proof that violation strikes on the character sheet exist. A true historic moment. Like, I will save scum here and there, but I'm just going to live with it at this point. Like, I want to see what happens. Let's find out. I need lockpicking 9 to get in. Well, that's fine, Lily. I can come back. But I feel like there must be another way in. Okay, so... Because you guys have said to me that no quest line is locked behind certain stuff. So there has to be another way to get in. I'm trying to think. What ways can we get in? Most vampires are jerks, oddly enough. Some are such assholes that they shoot themselves in the foot and ruin their own plans just like normal people. Well, I guess if you live, like, forever, you eventually just become an ass. Because you kind of just get over it, wouldn't you? And, hello, Renardre? D07? I did not say your name correct at all, but I made a lot of sounds in the general vicinity of it. Do you mind if I call you Ren? I hope you're going well, and thank you so much for the follow as well. Can you get in by the same door you did before, so to the left? Like, oh, so the problem, Barry, is I can't get in, because there's this door. is my thing. Try reading your journal. Oh, do you mean that one? Hang on. I can have a look at the journal. You have located Lily's journal. Her last entry. Yeah, it just says the blood bank. So that's why I'm trying to break in, Ronan.
You don't have the ball.
So, because the journal was just like, go to the blood bank. So that's why I'm trying to, I could be correct, I could be wrong, but I don't think when I was talking to him before this quest, it even came up with the option to be like, let me into your little hovel. Oh, you can't get in behind Vandal. You can't get in? Okay, we can't get in behind Vandal. It's the unlocked door. The unlocked door? Like that, do you mean the one that I keep passing through to go behind? I don't know why I keep pressing that. You don't need to get into his room. Oh, you don't need to get into his room and then come right back. There's another way in, just where you were just in there and then came right back out again, you goof. Yeah, that sounds about right to me. That sounds 100% correct as to something that I would do. Hang on. So, that one's locked. I don't know. Oh my god. This is the problem. I've been chatting and looking at the screen and turning back around and I'm just clicking buttons. So that's the laundry. That's here. I've walked over here. Oh. Hello. Can we talk?
What are you doing back here?
Well, I was going to try and eat you, but then there is an answer to that question, but it's not in my brain.
I think you want the clinic upstairs. Are you sure you're supposed to be here?
I am, but you are not. Prepare for final sleep, blood lackey.
Hey, hold it.
I can hear vomiting somewhere. You just do more exploring. Yes, so just do more exploring. You're trying to lockpick the same door over and over from both sides. Oh, yes, no. Part of that was I would go up to the door as I'm like looking over at you guys and I just automatically like without thinking would go and just press the interact button. I'm like, oh god, I'm lockpicking the same door again. It's the problem, like what I need to start doing, and I'm so bad at this, I've always needed to start doing it, is when I start talking to you guys like this, I need to remove my hands from the keyboard and mouse and stop just moving around. But instead what I do is I talk to you guys, I move around here and then I look back and I go, where am I? What have I done? So I need to stop making everything too complex for myself. But then, you know, where would the fun be in that? If I was competent, it would be incredibly boring. I'm going to feed on you now. Mah. Oh my god. What a view. That's enough blood. All right, you enjoy that. Hello, Electro. I had not heard that for a while. My god, I swear to god, every time I find an annoying Genji in Overwatch before I jump on a stream, that soundbite miraculously gets played. So I should have expected it tonight because I had a very annoying Genji today. But how are you going, Electro? I hope you're going well. No, more moving and talking is needed. More moving and talking. Malkavian social skills, everybody. Exactly. There you go. See, nice movie. Everyone said I shouldn't play Malkavian. It's my first playthrough, but I'm proving over and over again that apparently I am just a Malkavian. So it's going well. Freezes. The baby crying is annoying. A password is... Yeah, that's okay. I can hack. Go hack skills. Enter. Excellent. Wow, that's gotten longer. It has. It just keeps going, doesn't it? My ears. I have my earbuds in. You've been cursed, Shadow. You've been cursed by Genji. Temperature. If I ruin the temperature here, what will happen? Can't get out of my head now. Genji must be healed. You must heal Genji. Please. So I'm assuming that like... Okay, so it's -10, -12, and -2. I can't type anything, so it's just telling... So, freezer controls? Okay. Why do I want... 1969. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna remember that there. Same like that, it just seems longer because it's been a while. It just seems every time... Imagine if every time you played it, it added more Genjis to the thing. So, because I remember I was down here before, so that's the way we came. We just went through both of them. Those are the freezers. I've touched the controls. I'm assuming that I'm meant to do... Okay, no, come. Me and the doors in this game. Ah! I've never... I love how this game does manage to make me feel so completely incompetent with, like, just this very simple door thing. It's wonderful. Like, I just... The simplest thing is like, now just press the button, Talos, and everything will be fine. And I just mess it up. Source engine doors. I know, right? I was hoping... I'm not even looking... I'm looking for a goddamn person. I just, like, realized... I was like, wait, tell us, why have we... Okay. Aha. So we can get in here and we can know the temperature. I'm wondering if there's some point where I need to put something in a freezer with a temperature. Like, this is just some other quest line that I've got happening here. This is just the laundry. There's not a hole in... There is a hole. This is where... Yes, because we went through and that was where the morgue was. Because I remember that. Because we were just here before with the morgue. That's just locked, so it's not going to go anywhere. Was there anything else down here? That's the morgue. We played with those dead bodies already. So they're not new. That's the other computer, so we played with that. I didn't miss something, Barry? Ah, cheers. Hang on. That's that. Okay. So I want to go back to the freezers. I'm just staring at the... I missed... Oh, hello! Hello, little war friend. Okay, and 1989 was the code. You brilliant for writing that down, Ronan. No, that's failed. Okay, what was it? I can't remember. Oh, damn it. I'll go back to the thing. I don't remember what it was. I thought that it was 1989. 1969. It was 1969. I was like, surely you'd think I would remember that. Okay, so blood bank, it has succeeded. The trick is to be smarter than the door. Questlog says that this is all for the same missions. You have a passcode involving the freezers. Excellent. Okay, be smarter than door. I don't know if I can be smarter than the door. Like, obviously, the thing is this. Unfortunately, I would love to lie and pretend and say to you all that with confidence, I'm Talasan and I'm smarter than a door. But we just have video proof of me losing to that door. Now, I did eventually win with the door, but I would say, like, a best out of 5, that door came out with a solid 3 victories, and I came out with a 2 victories. So, unfortunately, I have to concede to the door here. So that's... I never thought there'd be a day that would come that I would bow down to a door's intellect compared to mine, but the door wins today, so I'm not going to fight that. Just punch through the door. That's what I'd like to do, Corvus. Just destroy it. Thank you for helping, Electro. The year of the moon landing, the summer of love. It's a great... The year of 1969. That song that mentions it over and over again. It also has the funny internet number. Use the key pad to unlock the door inside, and then you left. There was a door inside? The door inside? What door inside? What door inside? Oh, hang on. You're just reading as computer there. I see. There we go. That was... I thought when it was appearing as door here, it was somehow picking up that door. Fun times. Oh my god. Boxes. Let's go over there. What did... Hello? Oh, Jesus. I probably shouldn't be just randomly pressing things. Are they draining you of blood? That's fancy. What a nice little chair. Like, it's probably not a nice little chair. Oh, it's locked. I'm gonna have to talk to you, aren't I? I'm just doing everything I can to talk around you right now, but I'll come back to you. Looking at it can be useful. You don't say.
I need it. A drop of it on my tongue, sliding down my throat. The hot flash in my brain lighting up my body. I can smell it everywhere.
We are in a blood bank. A lost little sickling flower.
Let me go. It's painful, like I'm going to die. It's calling. Never felt like this before. anymore. Let me go. I can smell it.
Is she gonna go on a rampage? I will free you from the fox's den, little flower. I have no issue with this.
You don't look well at all. Oh, sweet mother of God!
Oh, that's fun. I like the cat to my character looking a bit awkward there, like, oh, gonna share that? I mean, I'm pretty full of blood, it's fine.
The heat. It's never been so satisfying. All of it. I drank until I heard his heart stop, and I was sucking on a dry, dead artery.
Jesus.
It was euphoric.
I like her.
I've killed him.
You probably need to get used to that.
What happened? What came over me?
You were hungry. Tell me your tale, sickling.
What just happened? It's not who I am. I've never done anything like that before. I'm not a monster.
You are not the darkness you wear. Monsters more to leave even a little blood.
I tried to steal some blood. I heard they sold it. I was hungry, and I can't hunt in town. They caught me, and I was trapped. Thought I'd never escape, but I killed a man. I have to get out of here.
Are you the beautiful sickling flower?
Flower? My name's Lily, if that's what you mean.
I like how that was what made her actually talk to me properly. You're the flower of that comes before F and G.
E? You know E? How do you know E?
I was following the thin blood and it led me to you.
I tried to tell E about his condition, but he was so furious at me for what I'd made him into, he wouldn't listen. A thin blood, from what I've been told, is a vampire whose blood is weaker than most.
Well, he's really not going to be even happier with you now. Like, that's a bit of a raw deal, isn't it? It's like you get turned into a vampire against your will, but you end up being a weak vampire. Like, that would suck. I'd be so mad. Continue weaving the tale. Yeah, go on.
Rolf, my sire, told me some vampires consider thin bloods a bad omen and want them destroyed. Rolf wasn't a thin blood, and apparently I am.
Oh, is that why he left town?
Rolf abandoned me. His group wouldn't take me in. They said I was a liability. He left me with so many questions. And I did the same thing to E, but I didn't want to leave E. He forced me out of his life.
That's why you do stalking, ma'am. That's why you do stalking.
Maybe out of the city.
You're a vampire. That should be your natural thing. Seek out your thin-blooded lover.
E doesn't hate me anymore?
He misses your dark bloomings.
I'll go see him. Thank you.
The path is treacherous, as is love.
Oh, about tonight, what I did? Please, don't tell E. It's not my fault. I couldn't control it.
Ma'am, you're going to have to get used to murder. You're a vampire. It's going to happen from time to time. I know we're not supposed to kill them, but, like, it will accidentally happen, ma'am. You need to get over it. You need to buck up and get ready for murder. The secret dies here, between us. Farewell. I mean, well, it is... Oh, the body just disappeared. Never mind. That's fine. You're protected. I wonder what happens if you kill this guy in scrubs before letting Lily free. True.
There's one less Phil in the world now. Why'd you have to let her go and eat him, huh?
There's one less Phil in the world.
I'll never get to do in that bastard myself. Well, you know what? No blood for you. No more.
Does anyone know what happens if you kill Phil before you free Lily? I'm just going to do the Marcabian. Ha ha ha. Oh my. I may have melted his brain, everybody. Sounds like an experiment for science. I know, right? I'm actually kind of curious if we have a save that I've got and we can try and find out, actually, right now. The price of the red nectar you were about to sell me. I actually have a fair few on me. Anyway, so just very quickly. I want to see if I save this game. So, new save game. Jeff. Good timeline. I don't know if this is the good timeline. Necessarily, since I have a strike, but I'll save that, and I just want to have a look if we can find out. So that was 45:31. The have a quick look. I'm so curious. I'm so curious now. Oh, but you already know Mr. Vinland, so I feel, you know what? Just very quickly, since we're here, oh, Jesus Louise, okay. Just gonna, let's just see. I 100% believe you, Mr. Vinland, but I'm just going to see. Let's just, you know what, we went back here, so let's just have a quick look. Blah, 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 blah. So, where the hell were the freezers now? They were this way, and do you know what? I actually realized how stupid that was before. So I walked in here, and the very first thing I did before when I came in was pick up the box and throw it around because I'm a goddamn gremlin and I'm going to make a mess. And that reveals the little pad. So I like started off so strong and then just Talos brained the rest of it. Doop 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 doop.
Let me go.
You don't look well at all.
You don't look well at all.
Sweet mother of God!
There you go. You were right, Mr. Vinland. They just chuck somebody else in there. Interesting. Well, there you go. Well, that was fun to see anyway. Nice quick test for us. I've got to say, that is one thing I do really, really love about games that allow you to save scum, is that you can just go back and be like, what if I did this other thing? Without losing it. You found Lily, freed her from the back of the blood bank, and got information about the thin bloods from her. You should go talk to E. Alright! That sounds like we're going to the beach, everybody! And I'm going away. I literally walked past the exits. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I totally thought you were joking, Mr. Vinland. No, Mr. Vinland speaks the truth there, Barry. But the great thing is we get to see that now. So ask and we shall find out. 100% I'm going to be playing this game again. As a different character, because I'm the Malkavian. Like, if I'd played a different character than the Malkavian, I suspect I wouldn't have high on my priority list to play this again. Like, I'd want to play it again at some point, but now once I finish this, I'm going to immediately start another game of it. With a different character, because I just want to see how different it is being sane in this game and not being like this insane vampire who like just speaks in riddles. I love it. I do not regret going Malkavian at all, but I am highly curious. Imagine if you could give blood at the blood bank. Oh my god, that would be so much fun. Like, what happens? Oh, okay, knife crazy. You would probably know the answer to this. I'm just sort of taking you as like the lore master of the world of darkness here. What happens when vampires feed on other vampires? Is that a thing that you can do? Like, I'm assuming it doesn't work. But like, what happens? Does anything horrible happen? How many Masquerade versions would that count as? Turning everyone into thin bloods? Okay. Now, oh wait, yes, you, sad man without a shirt. Come here. You, Australia.
My Lily back. She told me all about what happened. I don't know why you helped us, but your blood's worth bottling. I'll never let her go again. Thank you.
Keep your flower pinned next to your heart.
I'm gonna be getting out of LA soon. Too dangerous here. Rosa told us something big's about to happen, and I don't want to be here when the jack comes out of the box. Take that for what you will.
I like that saying. He has already exited his box, but has not yet scared his children. I am gone. Awesome. It's not allowed in the video game. You can feed on other vampires in the tabletop games. Okay. Yeah. So they technically don't have any rules. So vampire blood is considered the highest quality, and the oldest vampires can only satiate themselves on vampire blood. If you drink all a vampire's blood, though, you consume their soul and steal their power. Okay, so that's exciting. I actually thought it was going to go the opposite way, that they were going to be like, oh no, we can't drink vampire blood because like they're dead, so it's not alive blood, so you won't get any energy. But you're saying it's like absolutely the other way around. That's super duper neato. I like that. That is great, because that makes vampires like truly dangerous to other vampires, because if you're a vampire with cool powers, then you have to be careful of other vampires with cool powers, not necessarily because they want you dead for reasons, but because they could be like, if I eat you, I get your powers. That's creative cannibalism is what that is. I like it. I'm a big fan. Also, feeding off the same vampire 3 times and you end up enslaved to them just like... Wait. If you feed... By the blood... Wait, if you feed off a vampire 3 times, you end up enslaved to them. So, if I'm a strong vampire, like I'm Jeffula, the strongest vampire to exist, and I have like a weaker vampire, and I'm like, you look delicious, come over here, because I'm thirsty, and I drink them, and I do that 3 times to the same vampire. I, the powerful vampire, end up enslaved to like the vampire I was drinking from. That doesn't seem fair, so it would be better just to drain the vampire in one go? And bad joke, Sleepy, bad joke. So everyone, yay or nay if you think this joke is funny. What's big and red and eats rocks? A big red rock eater. Jesus Christ, Andy. We're...
Bone rattle melodies and worm-laden rain.
We're very close to the end of the book, everyone, and then the book gets burnt, I promise you. Fully drinking a vampire is referred to as diablerizing. I'll start that again. Fully drinking a vampire is referred to as insert a word that Talos can't say and makes you a lower generation, thus much stronger. However, the mind of the insert the word that Talos can't seem to say could win control of the body after being consumed. Drinking a vampire all the way is called diablerie in the camera. I can't speak. Occasionally that speech impediment still comes back to bite me. Doing this in an instant death sentence. There's a clan called the Banu Hakim who have addiction to as their clan curse. You're back with food. Turns out the TikTok food thing is good. Good to know, Shadow. Good to know. It tastes good. We're learning about vampires drinking vampires. Diablerie. Is that close to everyone? I just sometimes just give up saying things completely. I do my best, but my brain just... Occasionally that speech impediment just won't... It just comes back. And that's a nay from Ozzy. Nay from Ronan, nay from Barry. No one liked that joke. It was a horrible joke. I nailed it that time. Excellent. Thank you for spelling it out. Now watch me mess it up. Okay, so this is neat. This is really cool vampire lore. I like this. This is cool. Lucky Star Motel. Oh, hang on, is that downtown or is that oh, that's downtown. So Santa Monica. Since we're here, Mud Hunt. You found a key to the Lucky Star Motel though. Is that actually in Santa Monica or is that downtown, the Lucky Star Motel? I can't remember which one. Could you guys remind me if that's here or if that's downtown? And I'm not sure what to follow up with Carnival of Death right now. Because we might just head back to downtown. Because I do want to go onto that boat. So... The Lucky Star Motel. I don't even think there is a motel on this side. I can't remember though. The joke was a crime against humanity and taste. That's in Hollywood, the Lucky Star. Oh, the Lucky Star's in Hollywood, so I can't even do that yet. Excellent. Awesome. How do I file a complaint report from that joke? I know. I'm sorry, everyone, but we're almost done with the joke book. It's almost done, and as promised, I will create a burning video of the book. So it will be burnt, and we will be free. The curse, our clan curse, is the Andy Griffith book. And a bad joke former. Alright. So, yeah, you know everyone? What's big and red and eats big red rock eaters? A big red rock eater. Anyway, I'm going to give you a free one because that hurt. What does a general keep his armies? Where does a general keep his armies? Up his sleeveys. We'll go with that one. As in, it's like, I know, it's stupid. So, you know, I'm not even going to pretend to try and, I'm not going to explain it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, Andy Griffith. I'm not doing it. You found another joke book yesterday so we can refill the bad jokes. Well, no, Shadow, that's the thing. This is the thing. Once we get rid of Andy Griffith's terrifying book, I have in my possession an actually good book. It's a dad joke book, and it's actually got really good jokes in it. So they're actually fun and clever, and they're not just Andy Griffith putting a loaf of bread in front of everything. So I've got the jokes covered. I have legitimately good joke books. It's just that by sheer horrifying twist of fate, I chose the Andy Griffith one first, and we've just been locked in this hell ever since. So it was so hard to find it. Like, I had to order the other joke books offline, and when I was in the store, like a physical store, I was looking for a joke book. It was the only joke book I could find, and I was like, well, surely it has to be good. I remember Andy Griffith from when I was a child, and I liked his books, and it wasn't. It was a mistake, and I can admit it's a mistake, but I am going to keep subjecting all of us to it until it's done. I'm too confused. It's very confusing. The rise of instant drink mix packets for water bottles. I imagine a water bottle full of blood would be less conspicuous than drinking from a blood bag. You're right, actually, Ronan. You would think that in the future that they would have, you could just walk around with a water bottle filled with blood, and you could be like, oh, it's just fresh tomato juice with something to make it look weird. Downtown. So, we want... Okay, so we've got the parking garage. We have enough blood now. We could try the parking garage. The other thing we can do is... I'm gonna just quickly save, because we might as well talk to the prince while we're here, right? Like, we might as well just talk to him. And yet you won't just burn the book and be merciful. Never, Electro. As I explained the other night, I will... all of you have only had to hear some of these books. Some of these jokes. You guys have escaped the bulk of the jokes. But I, on the other hand, I have read every single one of them. Because I'm the one reading them out. So my suffering will not be for nothing. This book will be 100%ed. We will 100% this book.
Right on up and see Mr. LaCroix. Let's see what we got on good old camera 3. Oh, well, hello there.
Empty
I've been
hole.
thinking about you. Oh, yeah. I want to lick you all over. Then make my way down to your creamy center and... What the... Get your hands off my Bavarian cream!
What? You know what? That's fine. That's fine, my dude. You be like that. The Chaos Gremlin won't allow it. Exactly. There's, like, it's not going to be allowed. Why won't this work? This is how we did it last time, wasn't it? Pretty sure the Chaos Gremlin is holding the oil for burning. It's something far worse gotten in charge. Something worse than that. Chunk, no. I know, right? Maybe they drink from blood packets specifically to state that it's blood, and they're not complete psychopaths that would put tomato juice in their water bottle. Ha ha ha! I like that, Sir Meowington. I like that. You're like, no, it would be far more psychopathic for them to have tomato juice in there. People would be like, that's so weird. I'm not going to lie. Been ages since I actually walked... Did I misread my journal? You contacted Nines after you have finished talking to him. Report back to the prince before you go investigate the Elizabeth Dane. That's what I thought. Why aren't you... Why are you saying I can't go up? Maybe you should take the elevator that opened... It did one open... Oh, the far one down there. There we go. I assume that I zoomed past... I assume... I'm actually just trying to figure out what did I do then. So I've come here. I reckon I think I must have looked here, done that, and I've most likely gone, turned, not looked. It's amazing how well I can cut out vital parts of this game just by putting my camera. I can see exactly what I've done now. That's fun. Barry, could you make a timestamp for me? I just want to go back later, and I just want to see exactly the path I took, because I'm trying to get better at actually looking around in games, but I just do zoomies so fast. I'm like an overexcited cat running around an apartment where I'm just, you know when cats get like the zoomies and they're just back and forth and running and like you're like, oh my god, what's happening to my cat? Is it on meth? That's what I'm like in a game. I just start running in different areas and I'm like, but why? And not looking. And I'm trying to get better at actually looking at games. I'm just a hardened alcoholic, not a vampire. Exactly, I'm just a hardened alcoholic with my tomato juice. A Talus chasing her own tail. Exactly, Barry. That's basically what I am.
Give the
though it does make...
community my regards.
I figure it's either this. It's either I'm incredibly frustrating or it's incredibly entertaining waiting for me to figure out what's going on. It's one of the two. I will read you back the minutes. Blah, blah, blah. Woof, woof. Words, sage advice. It made some... sense even amongst the noise. I'll read you back the minutes. Oh my god, what happened to my streamer? Are they on meth? Exactly, Sam Arlington. That's exactly, it's like, are they on meth? What is going on? The spinning zoom meter is not the best way to read signs or find clues. True. It's just not knife crazy. I can recognize my own faults. I'm trying to fight through it, but
Nothing I haven't crassly
when you
delivered
have gremlin
untold
energy.
times within Elysium. You have to understand, most of the Anarchs know no better option, or have been bullied into their cause by the unrulier ones.
Okay.
Can't fault all for the boorishness of a few. Now that that's out of the way, I trust you're prepared to leave for the Dane.
First, I wish something from your head. I am always ready to be already gone.
Good. I'm counting on an encore exposition of the talent you showed earlier. Go. And remember, under no circumstances are you to open the Ankaran sarcophagus. We'll talk later. Good. There's a boat waiting for you on the beach in Santa Monica. One more thing.
Really, dude?
You've
You want
been
me to go?
careless lately about maintaining the masquerade.
What?
See that you don't attract any more attention.
One masquerade violation, sir. Only one. I've got, if you look at my character sheet, sir, I have 4 other masquerade masks that I can ruin. One is not bad. Leave Jeff alone. Oh, actually, hang on. We have 11 experience points. So, computer is night. I was seriously considering with the hacking. I don't know if I want to spend them yet or if I want to save them, because I kind of want to get this all the way up. I could. You may only enable if no one can see you. Hang on. You may remove invisibly while crouched. Am I only number 2? Hang on. You may move invisibly while crouched. Be careful not to touch anyone or containers or you'll be revealed. Additionally, any melee or unarmed attack that breaks the obstacle will gain a 50% damage bonus. 1 blood per act plus 22 seconds per activation. I knew you were talking about Bloody Marys, Ronan. I get that. Like, that's the alcoholic thing. Like, 'cause it's like the tomato juice in the thing. Like that, like, you know, whenever you're watching like sitcoms, it's like the 50-year-old alcoholic woman always has like a Bloody Mary and stuff, like at 10 a.m. in the morning or something. Sorry, I got it. I didn't obviously like verbally acknowledge that. My apologies, Ronan. All specs increases computer hacking, firearms, defense, inspection, 4 stats in 1. The all specs, like, that's true. That's true. Actually, you got a damn good point there. I guess it was just something I just wasn't looking at. And it carries no risk of violating the masquerade. Wits point to perception reveals the auras of all living undead within a modest last 24 seconds. But I could go invisible. You know what? I'm just going to save the points for now. I'm going to save the points until we get to the boat, the ship, and we're going to see what I actually run into with as an issue.
Bone rat.
And then we'll figure it out. I guess the main reason I've been hesitant to go to the off specs, and it's just simply because, again, it's my first playthrough. I'm not really like, I'm still trying to balance like the blood use with everything else, because I, like, in my head I was like, it's better to get my hacking up here because I don't need to use blood for hacking, but I need to use blood to get the off specs up, like to do that. So my brain is like, let's avoid that, and that's probably not the best way to go about it because that obviously has multiple uses. Oh well, I'll think about it. Well, Bloody Mary sounds like a soup. Like, I don't understand. I'm not sure what you want me to say about the joke, though, Ronan. That's what I'm confused about. I like the joke. I just bodily functions are denied for me for now. Just drive. Jeez, I wouldn't let them in my cab if they said that. It would be so crazy if somebody redeemed an interesting fact.
It's a nice night out, huh?
I think everyone wants to see what happens when I get on the boat. So, I've got to go. He said it's on the pier, so I'm assuming that I'm going to... I want to go back down to downtown. Prince wants you to investigate Elizabeth Dane. You need to go to the beach in Santa Monica. So we do need to go to the beach. to the beach. And interesting fact. All right, Ronan. That's crazy, bro. So sleepy. Excellent. So the interesting fact is also vampire related. I've actually had this up for a week. I think this is the longest we've gone without an interesting fact redemption, actually. So we're going to have slightly me trying to understand. Let me just get us to the beach because I didn't actually look where I was going because I'm talking to you again. So, but I very swiftly corrected that. Look at that. Look at that. It's almost like I'm learning. Occasionally I see myself on stream and it's almost like there's a sign of life there. You see me and it's like, she corrected herself and went the right way. Is this learning? Is this a sign of light, like intelligence? And then we'll watch me do something else and it's like, no, it was luck. Pure luck that she caught that. No, it's fine. So let me just get us to the boat because I've been wanting to get to the boat for ages. Can I just go on you? I was wondering if that's a possibility. No, I'm assuming I need to talk. Who? Cannot talk to. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in combat because I hit the boat? Oh my god. I'm sorry I hit your boat. I've made the game mad now. Where a boat will be waiting for you to take out the ship. You are to examine it. So it is just waiting. So I don't think I need to talk to anyone.
Hey, what can I say? You preserved my ass. I truly appreciate you not saying anything, and I want you to know I take care of those who do me favors. So from now on, you need equipment, info, you come see me at my apartment. Don't hesitate.
I'm okay. I had a feeling like he was just sort of standing. I was like, do you want to talk to me, buddy? How are your feet, Mercury?
I tell you, that blood you guys got's an amazing thing. Help close up a few wounds. This back alley patch fixed up the rest. I needed that beating. Good reminder not to overestimate my ability. Last time it's gonna happen.
I need some nasty little toys. Oh. No, I don't. I don't actually need that. Bye. Vampire from New Jersey. That was when she made her solar build. If you have to explain the joke. As the Joker said, if you have to explain the joke. You know how vampires make tea? Oh god. Okay. So it did just say, like, I'm assuming that this is my boat. That's there. Okay, I just had to touch the right pixel. That's what happened there. So. Alright, we're about to go up there. So let's just do a save. And save game. And we're going to call this Jeff on a boat. Okay. So that's going to be the save there. Alright, so. While the laughing happens, let's. Let me take you to the interesting fact. I was trying to use the sidebar. Ah, the sidebar is still broken. That's good for me to know. So I'll actually just take us back here. Good for me to know that that's still broken. I thought I'd fix that. New computer. I need to stop getting into combat. So, basically, this is the interesting fact. Before I forget, Bridge Guy to his friend, if you like vodka and tomato juice so much, then why don't you bloody marry it? Okay, that's quite funny. Oh, there's a security guard there. I shouldn't probably just wait up there. So, basically, this is to do with Nicholas Clow, aka the Vampire of Paris. So, Nicholas was born in 1972. So, this is the interesting fact, everyone. So, this is a true thing. And he was born to a French bank man. He was a man who worked with banks, but he moved around a lot. So, he was quite high up in the banking industry. So, Nicholas was moved around a lot growing up. He was quite an isolated child, and he felt very alone in the world. He said that his parents were very loving in that, but they were not very affectionate or emotionally close in things, but they he never wanted for anything. As he was growing up, he was super into death, into the basically demons, vampires, anything supernatural like that. And other kids thought this was very weird. So Nicholas would rock up at school and he'd be like, "Yo kids, who likes death and vampires?" And everybody else would basically be like, "You're weird. This is the 1980s and that stuff isn't cool yet. Go to go to the 2000s where everyone's edgy," is what they shouted at Nicholas, one presumes. But because no one was into the things he was into, because he was a weirdo, he felt even more isolated, and he found himself loving graveyards because that's where all the dead bodies are. So whenever he moved around, he'd visit graveyards and things like that. And by the age of 16, in 1988, his dad had permanently moved them back to France. So they were living in France permanently, and he ended up getting to know every single local graveyard, like the back of his hand. He would sneak into them, and like the big mausoleum things that they have, he would actually break into them and wait until night. So the caretaker would lock the gates, and then he would come out and he'd wander around and he'd be like, oh, the graveyard is mine. Now, eventually, 16-year-old Nicholas grew bored with just looking at the coffins, so he actually started to open them up, and he would actually take trophies from the bodies home with him and things like that. And eventually, just taking like their jewelry and things wasn't enough for him, so he'd start just mutilating the corpses, because Nicholas was like, these are my friends. So this is probably another reason why Nicholas didn't have many real friends, because he thinks mutilation is a form of friendship. So that's what he's doing as a 16-year-old. Now, by the age of 20 in 1990, he ended up joining the French military as a gunsmith. But he got very bored of that. Because he wanted to think about murder, and he wasn't allowed to just do murder in the army. So he decided to quit. He was there for 1 year in the army, and he ends up quitting, and he wanted to apply for the local school for embalming, because if he couldn't do murder, he wanted to do the next best thing in his mind, which was to interact with dead people. So he tried to go to embalming school, but the French embalming school was basically like, this guy, that guy was, who are you talking about? Oh, cult leader one? Yeah, that was an American. That was an American one, the cult leader. This is a different vampire altogether. Basically, the embalming school in France was like, you're a weirdo, Nicholas. We're not going to teach you to embalm people. So Nicholas got rejected from that, but he did go to the hospital, and he ended up working as a morgue assistant at the hospital. So that meant, fresh dead bodies would come down, and he was in charge as a morgue assistant. He got to basically cut them open and everything like that, and the pathologist was the one who would actually weigh the organs, but he would put them back in and stitch the bodies up. And then in 1993, he got to become a morgue attendant. Apparently a morgue attendant is different to a morgue assistant, because what happened when he became a morgue attendant was he got left alone with the bodies. And that allowed him to do another lifelong fantasy he had, other than, one of them had been mutilating bodies, but now he could eat them. So this is a real guy, by the way. So Nicholas, he has claimed that he when they would leave him alone with the body, he would cut off pieces of the body. He'd eat some of them there. That was his preferred method, but he also occasionally would take them home and cook them at home. So that was sort of the thing he'd do. He particularly liked to cut the meat from the ribs when he was stitching them back up. Now, he's 23 at this point. He also stole blood bags. Eating is still alright. Can be worse. Could be worse. He actually also stole... good job on the embalming school. I agree, Sleepy. He stole blood bags because he was working at a hospital, so he actually had access to the blood bags there. So he would take them, he'd bring them home, and he would actually mix protein powder into the blood because it was too thin. And then he would drink the blood from time to time because he thought that was neat. Now, very interestingly, he was asked when, because he does eventually get caught, if you haven't caught on to that yet, when he was asked what he thought after he tasted his first piece of human flesh, this is what he said. Oh, what did I think? I thought, wow, now I am a cannibal. Cool. Which is just one of the most hilarious ways I think anyone could have reacted to that. Now, 1994 comes around. Nicholas is a 24-year-old man. He has mutilated bodies, he has eaten corpses, but the thing is, he still really wants to do murder. So he decides he's finally going to do it. He's going to give in to his fantasy of murder. And he ends up finding a guy named Terry. He goes on a dating app, and he has this random hookup with this guy called Terry, and so he turns up to Terry's house. And Terry lets him in. Nicholas pulls a gun on Terry, and Nicholas said, Terry seemed very surprised. I shot him and he fell down. At this point, Nicholas wandered around the house, ate some crackers, then came back and realized that Terry was still alive on the ground. He stared at him for a bit, and then he shot 5 more bullets into Terry. Terry kept living through the bullets, and then he Nicholas grabbed a potted plant and just basically bashed Terry's brain in. When they did the autopsy on Terry, it actually showed the bullets that pierced his skull, because he got shot in the head. They actually didn't actually properly pierce his skull to his brain. They got very close, so none of them hit that. The one that did get him was the very final shot. That was actually through the heart. So he did die before his head got crushed by a potted plant. So He sucks at killing people. He does. For a man who's been dreaming of doing murder for a very long time, he wasn't very good at it. That or Terry just had the world's thickest skull. Like, maybe Terry was good against bullets, but, you know, he's gone. From Terry's apartment, he stole a checkbook, a credit card, his wallet, an alarm clock, and an answering machine. Because that's what you do, I guess. So he stole those, and the thing is, he actually probably would have gotten away with this murder. The police in the area, they were investigating another killer at the time who was doing this a similar MO to Nicholas, is that they would turn up to a person's house that met on this dating app and murder them. And they thought this person was attached to that. But Nicholas, a month later in November of 1994, he decided to try and use this checkbook he stole from Terry. And he had Terry's license, which he altered by putting a picture of himself there, which would have been fine as well, except when he went to do the signature on the checkbook, he was buying a VCR, by the way. The clerk noticed the signature on the a checkbook and the license was different. Called the police. The police picked him up. They took him to the they took him in to be questioned at the police HQ. I forgot what it's called now. Back at the police place. And they sent people to his apartment to look because they think he's a serial killer at this point. And when they went into his apartment, there was a lot of evidence that the guy was a serial killer because he had blood bags and a bunch of human bones and stuff around. Because remember, his other hobby is going to graveyards and taking pieces of body. So they basically go to Nicholas, we've been in your apartment. And this is where the story gets a bit more insane. So Nicholas just says to them, yes, I did all this, and he explains everything. He just confesses because he's got nothing left to lose. They tried to peg him for the other murders, but he just wasn't attached. He gets sentenced to 12 years in prison. So he gets only 12 years of prison. It is not when I thought it was going. Eating is not where I thought it was going. Exactly. Why would he use the guy's stuff? Because he's crazy sleepy. Now, he gets only 12 years. Part of that is because his legal team argued that he was interviewed by a lot of people. They didn't think he was competent to stand trial or in a right state of mind. There's a lot of evidence. He was very crazy. It gets worse. He goes to prison for only 7 years and 4 months. He gets released after 7 years and 4 months for good behavior. During that 7 years, he specifically says he's got to spend all that time being paid, like basically not having to pay for anything, and he got to learn to do art. He came out of prison, and he has been living. He is still alive today. He is like 43 now, and he is a semi-famous artist in France who lives off all of the serial killer inspired art he does. So he paints portraits of serial killers, their victims, things like that, and he wrote a book which is called The Cannibal Cookbook. You can buy this, it is on Amazon, and it is a cookbook that is inspired by all the different serial killers that Nicholas, or like just any killer that Nicholas came across from online who were cannibals, and his theoretical recipes on how these cannibal people would have eaten their victims. So yes, he's alive, he murdered a man, he ate people's body parts, and now he's a paid artist, and people think he's Neato. So that's a fun fact, isn't it? I don't think he's Neato, for the record. I think he should have gone in a lot more jail time. But that is Nicholas Clow. I hope you enjoyed that one, Ronan, and had you ever heard about him at all? And everyone else as well. That was the wonderful story. We will go into the ship now. It was a bit of a longer one, my apologies, but I was like, this story is absolutely crazy, and the fact that he basically just learned to be an artist and got paid. Good. Good God, there's another one. There's another one? I usually don't like censorship, but you'd think this is exactly the kind of thing it's good for. I agree, Sleepy. You would think, right? If there's one thing we can learn is if you want to do something not very legal, do not take souvenirs. Exactly, Sir Meowington. Exactly. You don't take souvenirs. Only break one law at a time. Disturbed is my favorite band. Disturbed? I like Disturbed music. I'm not... Just don't get caught. That's the way. Looks like the book is $27 on Amazon with free shipping. Exactly, a bargain. Richard Chase is another vampire you might be interested in learning about. Ooh, okay. The name, Lukai, Richard Chase. Richard Chase is a name that is so familiar. So I don't... Richard Chase. Ah! Yes. Okay. I do know a little bit about that one, but thank you for bringing him up. if memory stands, there's a reason I haven't mentioned him. But yes, Sacramento. I believe he actually was on he was covered on a murder podcast that I listen to from time to time. Messed up, very messed up one. But thank you for bringing him up. Somewhat famous serial killers living off their fame and fan clubs, one in France and one in Japan. I know, the Japanese one does my head in because, like, again, cannibalism. I think it's the cannibalism factor. They shouldn't be allowed to profit. You wouldn't think so, would you? Running loose after a very brief time in jail somehow. The Japanese guy one drives me absolutely insane because, like, his was such... I want to go invisible. I'm not doing it right at all. I need to crouch and put my weapon away. Okay, so we're on the boat. Except Nicholas or whatever wasn't a serial killer. He was just a cannibal and now does paintings of serial killers. That's correct. He was just he was a cannibal and a murderer. Okay, that guy's having a lot of fun. Oh, the time is running out. I shouldn't be standing here. Oh my god, I shouldn't be standing here. Why was I just doing that? Should I murder him? Should I just murder him? Do you think... Is he a guard? Will this count against me? I don't... This is fine. Dude. Okay.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
Okay, that tells me something.
Tell Jacobson if he plans on making editor-in-chief, he's got to start working with me.
What?
I can't keep getting him these scoops if he's going to send high school journalists who don't know enough to wear something that would blend in.
Do I look like a high school journalist? I'm dressed like a horny cowboy. Is that what high schoolers are wearing in, like, the early 2000s? He was a murderer. Yeah, you kill once, Ronan, and you're a murderer. Like, you don't need to do multiple murders to be a murderer. To be a serial killer, yes, but like, it's not like you kill someone. Like, if you murder somebody... Like, it's not like they go, oh, you only did one murder, we're not going to count that. It doesn't tick when you were standing still. It doesn't tick when I'm standing still. Oh, thank God, Mr. Vinland. Okay, that's good to know. I was wondering what would happen if Talos did that. I know, right? Well, you were specifically told not to kill anyone on the boat by the prince. I know, but I don't like the prince. Like, I know knife crazy, but I don't like the prince. I kind of feel like being a dick to the prince. Not gonna lie. Journalists come in all dress codes. Talos. Even horny cowboy. If you plan to ever listen to the prince, who is a wanker, that's... I don't really plan to listen to the prince. I'm going to betray him the first chance I get if I get the chance. I don't like him. I'm going to drive this man crazy then. See in a vision of Jacobson's corrupt... Crony?
Take it easy, Lois Lane. This is still a badge you're talking to.
Oh, why didn't that work? That's interesting. Where are our hands in this business? Why do you think I'm a journalist?
All right, look, I got you a copy of the initial report, and I can get you into the cabin, but you gotta make yourself real scarce after that. Anybody catches you, I don't know you. And no goddamn flash photography, brainchild.
Oh, okay, you're my cover. Yep, that's not a problem.
Hines to Marsh.
God, he's staring at
Marsh,
me intently.
Up in the bridge. Over. There. The security room will be clear.
Clarity is not my goblet of Earl Grey. That's actually the most accurate thing my character has ever said. Jenna's gotta work side hustles to be able to afford rent these days. It's just like most of us. Your side hustle involves a tactical combat thong and a cowboy hat. That's true. I'm a stripper journalist.
Head down the stairs behind you and stay low. When you get down there, wait for me to call off the guy guarding gangway A. As soon as he leaves, get your ass moving and don't let him see you. I'll give you a couple of minutes, but don't dilly-dally. In and out, okay?
Dilly and Dally are strange bedfellows.
Don't forget to stay out of sight. If anyone sees you, you're on your own. Take the stairs up to the security room. There'll be a computer in there. The password is Lighthouse. Lighthouse. All one word. You getting all this?
Okay, yeah. Well, in theory.
Now get a move on. And don't forget to tell Jacobson I get double my usual fee for this one.
I think I remember. So...
Hines to Jacobson. Anderson. Hines to Anderson. Come in, Anderson. Yeah? Come check this out. I just saw a baleen whale.
That's your plan. I just saw a whale. Okay. I will have amazing lunch today. Nothing tops plain pizza. No cheese, no anything. And they said the security room. That's gangway A. This. I don't think this is... You know what? We're going this way anyway. It's fine. We have a save beforehand. Succeeded at level 3. Records room. Records room? In the records room. Difficulty 6. What is... My lockpick is 4. I believe I get a 2 if I... Is it Auspex or Bloodbath?
Rustling robes of the Reaper.
Where is my lockpick? Purity, dexterity. I'm pretty sure it's Bloodbuff then. Yep. Ooh, a little piece of paper. Ship manifest. Oh. Police report. I can cite transport to Los Angeles and sarcophagus, 3 crates, pottery tablets, 1 box unidentified. Well, I get the feeling that Talos forgot the password the moment the dialogue ended. Okay, Sir Meowington. No, I remember Lighthouse, but I forgot the directions. So, you're close. Same reason I have that feeling. Also, the directions and where to go. Look, you guys are only 50% right. I remember that it's Lighthouse. I remember the goddamn password. Plus, I've got hacking. You don't look like security at all. Well, I've got a manifesto, so that's nice. Up, right, left, and down. 2 words. Lighthouse was 1 word. He said 1 word. You're trying to trick me, aren't you? Reports log control. Control? Sound horn, deck cams on. Deck cams on. Deck security enabled. Do I want to turn the deck cams off? Do I want to turn deck cams off then? Or can I look through the cameras and unlock records? Records room unlocked. Sound horn. I really want a sound horn. Ports. That's just fun. Up, down, left, right, B, A, start. And then you go to the start section. So, I've opened up the record room. The deck cams... so just to clarify, deck cams off. Available commands. So that would be me, that means I'd be turning them off. Because they were on. So I want... There isn't like... Oh. Did I see the sarcophagus? There it is, I think. I think that's it. Okay. You have successfully completed your task aboard the Elizabeth Jane. Report back to the prince. Excellent! Ah. So now the question is... getting out. Do you open at all door? Because you don't seem to be wanting to open. Go that way. Ta-da! And it just worked out. So just the thing that this was like watching Mr. Bean. What do you mean, Barry? What do you mean? Far out. You've got to be kidding me. No, I refuse to let that be the way. I refuse to let that be the way. Did I save? I bet I didn't save. No, I hate myself so much. No, I know I did a save. Jeff on boat. God, I hate myself. Okay. We'll try that again. I refuse to let that be the way. I refuse to be seen. Not after and probably botch you say. Exactly. That is... Look, it's not me if that's not happening. Hello.
Yo. Ah, for Christ. Take it easy, Lois. Alright, look. Hold up a sec. Head down the stairs. Don't forget...
I swear... I could have sworn I'd done a save on here, but I guess I hadn't. Who can... Amazing. Alright, call him away.
Anderson. Heinz to Anderson. Come in, Anderson. Yeah? Come check this out. I just saw a baleen whale.
I love how excited he sounds. I saw a baleen whale. Come check out this whale, man. I've managed to get stuck on the door. Excellent. Good start. A good start there. Now, there wasn't anyone to bother us when we came down. I just like lockpicking. So, I'm just trying to remember where we saw the manifest. No, come on. Because we went. So there is door there. Okay, and now I can get this, but I want to get that manifesto as well, don't I? Control. Lighthouse. And deck cams on. Unlock records. I'm just doing this because I can. I don't think I even need to do that. And then here. Okay. Yeah, so I need to get that I need to get that manifesto. And hello, Kai Guy, how are you going? I hope you're going well. I managed to do a thing correctly, then immediately undo it. It was brilliant. It was very, very me. Remember the password is right, Lois. Yeah, calm down, Lois. Alright, so. We came through here. There wasn't... I'm trying to remember what door I awkwarded my way into. I accidentally put myself into to get that manifesto. I think it was over this way, wasn't it? No! Jack. Ship manifesto. The ship has a political statement ready. The ship has a political statement ready for us. Have I screwed this up in a new and exciting way, I'm wondering. So I've got my invisibility here, so that's fine. Ah, records room, right here, right to my left, right to my left. I'm an idiot. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. How does this happen? I've got it. I just have to look to see, this is what I mean. I've got to learn to look around like a person, but I don't. I'm foolish. Me and doors! Why are doors my arch enemy in this game? Me and the doors just can't get on. Running around invisible in a ship full of cops that she knew were there. I thought he was off looking at a whale. He wasn't. Do I? Okay, so it will immediately... Okay, good. So I am crouched, so I just wanted to make sure that was okay. Alright, go. We're getting off. I know. The runner. It's fine. Malkavian zoomies. The Malkavian zoomies indeed. But we did it. We got there. We're off the ship. Can I get off the ship? Oh my god. Do I have to talk to this man? Sir, do I need to talk to you?
You waiting for your chauffeur to pull around the dinghy?
No, do you want me just to jump off onto it? Okay. Oh, just load into the next thing. The Malkavian zoomies. This is what we'll call it from now on. That's what's happening. It's just Malkavian zoomies. Ah, we did it, everyone! And it wasn't totally botched. It's fine. All right. Report back to the prince. So we'll go back to the prince, and then I'll have to call the stream after we report back to the prince. But we did it, everyone. That wasn't how I just managed to stumble. Like we got there. We got there. Hooray! Oh, I think it's like the first time I've ever actually successfully stealthed. I'll put quotation marks on that because honestly. Oh, taxi, taxi, taxi. You should talk to the kids on the beach. Complete the Thin Blood missions if you haven't yet. Do the kids have more? Hang on. I guess I know a little bit about the Thin Blood now. I thought honestly there was more to learn about the Thin Bloods. Hang on. Because like I returned her to them, but alright, if the others have some stuff to say, then 100% let's go talk to them. Since they are right there. And you are right, they are right there. I might as well have a bit of a chat at them, right? Oh, people, you Thin Bloods, come here. I have words to say to you. He's just going to be sad and standing there. Hi.
Evening.
Blood runs red on the fairway. Why?
Murder. No, I wasn't here when it happened.
Yes, well, you will come full circle. I am gone.
Hope they don't find me.
That's a fun way to scare him. How was your thin-blooded reunion?
This life's been hard on him, both of us, but he forgives me. We're leaving soon. I have some family with a place out in the middle of nowhere in Oregon.
Oh, that would be
okay
nice.
For us to stay out there, as long as we're together.
Are you going to eat your family? Luck to the letter and the flower. Bye, Lily. Take what is yours from me, please. Oh.
Thank you.
Let love live in the undead. Farewell. Okay, fair.
There's nothing I can do. I'm damned.
Sorry will be your companion.
Oh, brother.
Okay.
You had me. No, you are going to China.
Yes, the future may take me where you see.
Why is he smiling? The father.
Lana.
I hope it's not the father behind me.
Lana.
And now you don't need to keep carrying her purse. I actually, like, I'm going to be honest, life crazy. There was a moment there where I saw I could give her the purse, and my brain went, no, it's mine now. But I was like, no, we're not going to need the goddamn purse, Talis. Give her the purse. But my inner hoarder was like, no, it's my shiny. It's my reward for this quest line, is her purse. I see the dark feather and the one who stands in front of him.
You chased it for the one at the top of the city. On the sea. Oh, on the ground. You found it in the crypt. It's open. It's open. Oh god. Oh god.
Hey,
run.
Whatever happened to that woman at the hospital that I fed my blood to? Because I fed this chick my blood, and we never saw her again. Did I make a thin blood? Yes, the tomb will light up the night sky.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I see nothing. Disregard what I say.
Look again. Perhaps I can share your dark vision.
I don't know what I'm saying. Forget what I say.
That's okay. Look, honestly, that is a sentence, ma'am, I have said a bazillion times. I totally get it. A blood carnival begins tonight. Do you see?
Murder. Yes. The killer is dead. He moves soon and travels to the heart of the Angelis, to the home of the stars, and then returns fulfilled and empty.
In time you'll find out. No spoilers. Fair enough. Fair enough. The vision is blurry, even for one as blurred as myself.
I don't know what I'm saying. Forget what I say.
Then I won't look at you either. Farewell. Oh, that's great.
It's nothing. Hi.
I'm just bothering that man. Okay. Whoa. I like the boats. I'm no longer here. Okay, so I believe that's covered, so I need to go there. So we can't do the mud hunt until we get to the next thing. And I'm not too sure on the Carnival of Death what to do next. So we'll go talk to the prince, because I do have to wrap it up, unfortunately. Work. Damn. Early morning work. But let us head off to the prince. I hope that I eventually get the chance to kill the prince, because that would make me happy. I would be pleased if that was an option in the game. I don't want to fight his bodyguard, because his bodyguard looks legitimately terrifying. So I would just like to kill the prince. Work sucks. It does. That also picks up in Hollywood. Oh, that also picks up in Hollywood? Good to know. Thank you, Knife Crazy. I can just sort of let it be there. Work sucks indeed. And hello, DM Chromie. How are you going? I hope you're going well. Does anyone ever wonder how those cars made it into the garage? Bees?
Hey, sorry, man.
Because into this one, like, I assumed they drove, like, that thing was up, or they drove over the part. You know, some of these are like very awkwardly placed. This is actually not a very good car park. It's very small. Not telling. The prince has a very punchable face. He really does. It's that smug looking face. They're way too big to fit. They are very big. Maybe they got built in there and they were like, well, this was a terrible plan, wasn't it? Building them in there. Go this way. Have the power lines always been that crazy? Oh, they've just been, they've been tripping out since, last stream. It's quite grand, isn't it? Look at that. Look how great these power lines are, everybody. The chains in one of the nightclubs also are going a bit crazy. And, Drawber pointed out last time that the power lines are going nutso on us. Which I like. I like it. I think it adds a nice atmosphere to the whole thing. I'm thinking they're being haunted by a ghost whose unfinished business is electricity. It's just a ghost that really wanted to know how electricity works and never figured it out in real life. So now they live inside the power lines, just messing with it. God damn it, Electro. The baby Yoda. I already have Genji in my head. I don't need two goddamn evil things in my head. Science are the only thing that got crazy when you see the world through Malkavian vision. Oh, is that not bugging out? This is actually a Malkavian thing. We thought they were bugging out. That's hilarious. So this is a Malkavian thing. Thank you, Knife Crazy. Oh my god, I love it. I love being a Malkavian. Everything is just insane. Chains too. No one sees them like the Malkies. Oh my god, that's great. You only experience bugs as a Malkavian. Imagine if that was the case. All bugs only come if you're a Malkavian. I can help with another. No, Ozzy! Jerk face. You absolute jerk face. Have you guys seen that episode of South Park where Cartman pretends his hand is Jennifer Lopez and he sings the song and it goes taco taco burrito burrito, my taco flavored kisses. Every time I hear that, everywhere someone thinks of that episode, that song gets stuck in my head and I cannot, my brain will just go taco taco burrito burrito over and over again. I'd finally gotten it out and Ozzy has just put it back in. I hate you, Ozzy. I hate you so much right now. Oh, and to downtown. It's not a bug, it's a clan perk. Exactly, that's not a bug, it's a clan perk with the chains and the power lines dance for me because, you know, I'm insane. It's great. Burrito, burrito. Hey, it's so good and so
I know this might seem creepy and all, but please don't blow me off, okay? Someone told me I could find you here. I mean, I've been looking all over.
Is this the chick that I... Wait, speak of the goddamn devil.
I'm in your debt. I want to help you. I owe you my life and
Nino!
I feel like I need to repay you. I almost forgot. I'm Heather. Heather Poe. I'm not weirding you out or anything, am I?
No, but do you, like, are you mine now? Are you my friend? I don't see death over you anymore. Oh my god, that is amazing. It was a well-timed question. I know, surprise indeed, Knife Crate. It's... My mind just foresaw the future somehow. It was like, huh, that's terrifying. This is the girl you're asking about, though. Yeah, I have somehow forgotten what she looked like. It took me a second. Like, I was like, wait, is this the girl? Because I was like, that's too, like, that's why I was like, no way, like, this is the girl that we were just talking about. Like, that's too coincidental. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, is it? And I was like, no, it is. It is 100% the girl. That is hilarious. Pick 2. Weird me out, haha. I knew you would find me. You may be useful. As long as you don't start saying Baby Yoda while eating taco, you'll be right. Oh god. Oh god. If I
can be. I know I can. I'll do everything I can for you. Look, here.
Cemetery runoff.
I got you this. I thought you might be able to use it. I can be useful to you.
Trust me, ma'am.
Just tell me you'll let me help you.
100%. I collect like in any game. I will collect like people to join my little. Oh my god, that woman in the background is judging so hard. Look at her. Like she's just staring at this interaction. I always wanted a pet, something to cradle before I sleep. Welcome. Your life was escaping, so I locked it back in a cage. I should have let it go. If I could share my thoughts, you would run. You do not want this. I think number 2 again. Welcome. Free blood bag. I love Heather. I like her. I like her. She is best adorable, creepy, and toxic Malky minion. That's perfect. That exactly sounds like the kind of minion I love. I love having minions. Come with me, Heather. You'll fit in here. Obsession, stalking, all of that. Being crazy. I welcome it. Come.
I want to be important to you.
Done. You can be my new Judy. I'm renaming you Judy, in fact. There you go. That's your new name. Go to our home, but no one can know about you, my pet. I am a creature of whim, and you will be a creature of my whims. I do not want the future guilt or the blood on my hat. Ooh, no, okay, good. Go to our home.
I know where you live. I checked there first. I'll wait for you at your place. And when you do come back, I'll take care of whatever you want. I'd do anything for you.
I love her! I love her! Go to our home. I know where you live. She's absolutely brilliant. I am so glad I gave this lady my blood. You will fill the empty hole where my guts used to be. Until later, my pet. Be the checker rule. Less to the spot in my haven. Okay. Neato! That's made my night. Minions like the adoring fan. No, the adoring fan. Adoring fan. Stupid adoring fan. Are you going to open for me, elevator? I think I need to talk to him first. Overly attached ghoul friend.
Evening, Missy. You back
I like
to
that
see
pun.
Mr. LaCroix again?
I like that pun. That stupid adoring fan. He is impatient for me.
Yeah, he told me to send you up as soon as he came
We
in.
still have the emote on the Discord where I made that KFC bucket and it's filled with adoring fan. And every time you see the KFC bucket, you think it's chicken until you look at it close. You actually believe you are making a difference? Huh.
You know, I'm keeping the undesirables out and the innocent safe and secure. I'm the thin blue line that separates the crazies from the hard-working decent ones. Yep, as long as I'm around, Mr. LaCroix's got nothing to worry about.
So you're letting me up. That he's definitely got something to worry about. As long as no crows come, the scarecrow does his job admirably. Jesus, that made tell us go full golem, filthy adoring fancies. Filthy adoring fancies. Freaking hate the adoring fan. What was our total count for that? Because we counted how many times I managed to naturally kill the adoring fan. Oh, we're in a
I've said
cutscene.
all I need to for now.
I feel a little underdressed. When do I get a cool badass coat? You ever heard the theory behind Mike Myers is the reason Minions is a thing? What? No, what is this, Ozzy? I remember the one playthrough I watched of this, they used her primarily to feed on. I don't know if that was a mod or something. Oh, okay, so then they were like, I can just feed from her. Interesting. That's an option in base. Okay, so it's an option. You haven't heard of Xena Warcry since you were like 10. I'm actually watching all of Xena now, DM Chromie, so I added it to the soundboard because I like to add whatever show I'm currently watching, something of it onto the soundboard.
I don't have time for a monologue. Give me the
I do love the
bullet
Xena cry.
points of what you saw.
Oh, sure. The decks were washed with the blood of semen.
And the uncurrent...
Excellent.
What did you see?
Bloody hands crept out from within and made wonderful patterns all over.
Opened? Let's not jump to conclusions. Give me the manifest in your notes. I'll sort this mess later. You might have noticed when you came in the parade of malingering mollycoddles filing out.
Oh yes, I wondered about them all this time.
Those were the Primogen, this city's clan elders. A worrisome bunch devoted first and foremost to the security of their own skin. Which is why they were here. It seems Alistair Grout, the Malkavian Primogen, has either forgotten how to answer his phone, or is missing.
That sounds like there's a job opening in the Malkavian sector, which I happen to be.
Grout's mansion is in the Hollywood Hills. I need you to pry Grout out of whatever crack he's crawled into and have him contact us.
Grout, I cannot find this name. I should not go. Send in the ghouls. My blood is too valuable to waste.
Each minor problem, like a grain of sand. Each night, I inherit the desert. It's the seemingly insignificant, time-consuming trivialities that plague my night. Which is why, when I assign you a simple task, I only want to hear unbridled vehemence
I just wanted to
on your
annoy him.
part. Understood?
Yes. Where does this body go?
Yes. About Grout. As I said, Grout is the Malkavian primogen. His behavior and home are eccentric.
I'm so excited to go find this guy.
He's developed a paranoid bent lately.
This is
so
going to be
you may have
great.
To check under every bed in the place for him.
I can't wait. My body moves now.
When we hear from Grout, you may come back. Until then.
Okay, sure. I'll be back. I really, really want to find this guy. I'm excited to find him. When you become elder of the city or a different clan. Okay. You hunt down the story. It's because Cat in the Hat failed. Really? Like, Cat in the Hat failed, so the minions became a thing? I thought Cat in the Hat was... Imagine this twit trying to understand her notes. I love it. Like, reading the notes that the Malkavians made. That would be absolutely hilarious. Like, there is no way that is going to make any sense. It's like, dude, just ask her for what it is. So, Jeff goes... Hollywood. Okay. Just my fun little notes. Okay. If I were an elder, I'd worry over my own safety too. I think everyone should, right? Okay, so I looked it up. You lost the adoring fan only 26 times. Thought it was higher. So did I. It was actually quite hard to kill him at times. Sometimes he wouldn't follow in areas. The sisters being in the secret Malky elder. The sisters being... Oh, like the, Oh, Jesus. Like Teresa and... Oh my god, I've forgotten her name. I can't believe I actually forgot her name. Those ones or different sisters? But yes, all hail the Dinky Pile. The Dinky Pile was the best thing ever. I loved the Dinky Pile. That was the Dinky Pile and the Sticky Pile. I want more games where I can make piles of things. I just like to take stuff and put it in a pile. That's all I really want to do. And then have some story revolving around. But mainly I want piles. Because I love them. I was seeing you again. We moved to the sun in the USA. Oh, fantastic, Kite Guy. I'm so happy you'll be able to catch me again. Damn time-light savings. But it'll be great that you can catch me again. Thank you for the fun stream. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mr. Vinland. I realize that it can be very frustrating sometimes when I'm going in circles, and I will call it the Malkavian zoomies for now. But it's quite fun. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed watching me Malkavian zoomie through this entire thing. Thither is a den of more made the minions. All the pencils. The pencils! Oh my god, I love the pencils. I miss my pencils. Teresa and Jeanette. Jeanette, thank you. Most powerful by a generation in the city. They did seem very powerful. I guess Teresa's dead now. Dead. That was Jen. But a big thank you everyone for jumping in and joining me. We'll obviously have Cult of the Lamb on Tuesday and Thursday. I don't know, Sleepy, if you're still there. I'll hit you up on the Discord. So Sleepy did a game redemption for Resident Evil. Normally, what will happen with game redemptions is we play them within the first 2 weeks. But what I'm going to do with Resident Evil, because I was going to play on Resident Evil this coming weekend, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep playing, we're going to keep doing Vampire the Masquerade on the weekend. So we'll be back with this. For anyone wanting to see me go to Hollywood, we'll be back on Saturday for that. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Cult of the Lamb. We're continuing that. And then once we finish Cult of the Lamb, that's when we're going to start Resident Evil 1. So that, for anyone who's like, saw that Game Redemption came up and it's like, oh, Resident Evil, excellent. That's going to happen after Cult of the Lamb. So it's going to replace Cult of the Lamb once we finish it. But Bloodline the Masquerade will just keep sticking to the Saturday, Sunday time. I'm so invested in this game. I'd heard this game was good. I'd heard this game was fantastic. And honestly, it is. It's just mind-blowingly fun. I love it so much. I'm just having a grand old time. So I don't want to stop it at all. Also, Vlad the Impaler is still alive as a huge low-ranked vamp in Wood. Really? That's amazing, Corvus. I love that he's still alive in it. Nobody knows what he's up to, though. He's far too classy to hang out in LA. He's got other things. He's got to do impaling. He's got other stuff to do. But like I said, big thank you everyone for jumping in and joining me. Thank you as well for those who did help me along the way when I was basically running around like a psycho and getting lost and being like, I don't know where the door is. What's the door? I don't understand. What do you mean? I can't open the thing. So thank you everyone for those who helped me with that. The patience. Is that Pixel with the car? Pixel? Pretzel? Do you mean the pretzel? Yes, it's Pretzel. Pretzel playing the music right there. Shadow. Yes, the Pretzel. It's playing that. Finish the game, then play the tabletop RPG. I'm actually this DM Chromie. I really want to play the tabletop of this game, so I'm going to annoy my DM, which happens to be Barry, to see if he knows anyone who's running it or stuff, because I really want to get into a game of this because it looks friggin' awesome. Maybe I will try and learn and do a DM of it. Maybe I will be a dungeon master. That will be a terrifying game. But because I really want to see that. Dibs, not Corvus. You can run it. You can run it, Corvus. You can run. How about you run it for us, Corvus? You can run on the Discord a lovely Vampire the Masquerade for us. Do it. Nose goes. But I 100% forgot the other thing I was going to say. It's just flown out of my head. That's fine. But yeah, no. I'm just actually I was going to say currently we're playing a tabletop. On the Discord, which is the Wicked Ones, which is so much fun. I really love it. I had some great ideas for it today. But everyone should be a GM. We all should learn. Every being of supernatural power help us if Talos becomes a game master. It would be a fantastic game. Come on. Who doesn't want to be one of my players in a game? A homebrew of my own creation. No. All right. You all have... Oh, and a big thank you as well. Everyone should suffer as a GM. Everyone should suffer. A big thank you as well for those who do lurk or just watch the VODs as well. I do super duper appreciate it. And also, I can't believe I almost forgot, a giant thank you as well to Level Up and Drawber for the resubs. Thank you so much, guys, for that extra support as well. It does help me to just be super duper encouraged to keep coming up out here, being very foolish and being a bit of a psycho on the internet. So again, thank you so much for the resub there, for that. My hands are full with the campaign and 3.5 run. I honestly thought you were going to say playthings. Oh god. Who wants to be my playthings? No, but you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your time zone wherever you are, and I will catch you next time. Bye!